What? All you all think smoking kills? Let me tell you something. Do you know that the amount of people dying from diabetes are 3 times as many people dying from smoking? Yet if I pulled a Snicker bar, nobody will say anything. Do you know that the leading cause of lung cancer is not actually a cigarette? It's your DNA. You could smoke for years and nothing will ever happen to you. This whole war against smoking is just to restrict the farming of tobacco. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I use these arguments, even though I just made them up, with a group of my friends, and the results, 5 of them believed what I said. 2 of them started smoking. Words, when said and articulated in the right way, can change someone's mind. They can alter someone's belief. You have the power to bring someone from the slums of life and make a successful person out of them, or destroy someone's happiness using only your words. Does that seem a bit too good to be true?
A Philippine podcast show dedicated to help you thrive for greatness.
This guy is phenomenally passionate about what he does.
How freaking amazing Jamir is. So skilled and so qualified, and I highly recommend him.
Without a doubt, the best funnel builder I've ever come across.
Yeah, really into the detail, and cannot recommend him highly enough.
Not only was efficient and fast, but he understood the project.
The person who built our entire funnel from beginning to end and has been with us since day 1 is Jamir.
Nothing But Up, the podcast, with your host, Jamir Angelo.
I'm always flexing.
Welcome to the podcast. This is Jamir Angelo, your host for Nothing But Up, the podcast. What is up, you guys? Good day to everybody. Anyway, this is episode number 29, and I'm coming to you live here as always from my simple home office in the province of South Cotabato. So guys, I'm super duper pumped up today, and there's absolutely a reason why. I don't want you guys to think that I'm crazy, but anyway, this week has been a crazy week for me and Macy as well. I don't know if you followed me closely, but through my social media channel, I did post there about getting myself interviewed with Fox, NBC, and I forgot the other one, but top media channels based in the US. So I'm so honored and privileged for my story to be featured there. And one of which, actually one of the reasons why they just came across my podcast, did go through, check on my Upwork profile, verified some information as well from clients and stuff like that. And they decided to hook up with me, emailed me, and then just pulled the trigger. Went on and jumped into it. So why not, right? I mean, that's just, it's a great honor actually to be even invited, the least, to take part there and share my story to the world. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to do, man. Wanted to make a difference in this world. Because growing up, I thought that my life was, I was living a life with no purpose at all. And, it's just so sad that it came too late. But again, in life, it's never too late, guys. You can always change. You can always go for, work out for the better. And, literally work things out to make the better of you eventually as you grow old. I think one of the reasons why my life was so fucking, messed up growing up, it's solely because of me, the wrong decisions I made, probably with the wrong influences or wrong people I was part of, But again, I take pride to where I'm at right now because even myself, from literally a tambay like me to be featured in a U.S. media company, who would have thought, right? It's literally not about the money now. Yeah, I mean, people found me. They found me. They found my podcast. They saw that a lot of there are a few following I'm getting, not just here in our country, but mostly in the United States. As a matter of fact, guys, we got another country tuning in right now with us. I saw Taiwan. We got a few listeners there. And again, before I go deeper into that, I just want to, again, sincerely thank everybody that has been with us since day one. Who would have thought? And we're down at episode 29 right now. So this, and again, before we jump into the topic today, which again is very intriguing, very helpful for all of us, regardless of this could be about your life, your relationships, or maybe with, your work or whatever, you can truly make, you could truly get something out of this episode today. But before we go dive right into that, I just, again, sincerely want to thank everyone that has been following me closely, but has been supporting the show all throughout. Thank you so much. To the Retards family in Cebu, guys, thank you so much for supporting me. I'm kind of like expecting, probably this year, if everything all goes well, as far as travel restrictions are concerned, Macy and I will gonna meet you guys, hopefully, and we're planning to be home in Cebu probably by June, to celebrate with my mom. It's actually my dad's birthday by June, first year birthday where he's no longer with us, and I really don't want to get my mom just celebrating my dad's birthday without us being there. So I'll try to make things happen, of course, considering the travel restrictions and stuff. And probably we'll stay there for about a week or so. We'll get to hang out. Again, Retards family, thank you so much. Jersey, Kim, who else? Kokoy, Undoy. Maybe forgetting some names, but you know who you are, guys. I so love you so much. And thank you for even accepting me, for that matter. And yeah, my friends here that has been supporting me so much. Shout out to Pansy. Thank you so much for the support. Nene, Darwin, Hamero, thank you so much. Jamie, thank you so much, Jam. And of course, my team here, of course, led by myself, Macy, and the people I'm training, Joffrey Arevalo and Renz Arevalo. Believe it or not, I made some shout outs for you. During the interview I had with, Fox, NBC, and the other one, which I freaking forgot the name. But anyway, it's all about the power of words, guys. That is our topic today. And you know what? It's really significant for me because I don't know about you, but with how you speak and how you deliver your phrases or those words could result into two things. One, right, to get a positive result or feedback out of it, or to get a negative feedback out of it. Okay? It's not even necessarily about your facial expression, because the power of words can also be through your emails, through your texts, and that, right? So it can be interpreted in a way which is different from the receiver. Okay? Your words, guys, plays a huge role. And why am I telling you this? Because in the freelancing industry, or whichever business you're in, you can be a speaker, you can be, a funnel builder like myself, you can be within running Facebook ads, or a social media manager, or even a virtual assistant. All those types, this resonates to you, okay? Because the moment you master how you deliver, your words, the phrases, the statement across to the receiver, Again, it goes down to only two things: how they receive it. Either if they receive it negatively or positively. Okay? Whichever way they want to go. And the word itself can change people's lives. Right? You can be as convincing as fuck, right? But if what you're trying to say isn't exactly what you're meaning to say, then chances are it's going to be taken the wrong way from the receiver. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you a good example, okay? You jump into an interview, okay? You go in an interview with a client that's interested to hire you for your business. Let's say a virtual assistant, which is probably one of the most common, skill set we have in the freelancing industry. So, client comes into you asking you, hey, I'm really meaning to have someone to help me out with managing my social media channels, managing my emails, and working on, fixing my calendar. Because I'm really struggling a lot with that. Tons of things have been going on with me. Everything's been crazy. So I need someone that can help me do that, okay? There could, say for example, we only have one answer, okay? And we deliver it differently, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to speak English fluently or whatnot, but it's how you deliver your answer. And you could say, I would be happy to, positive feedback as much as you wanted to, get a client, receive it. I would go, I'd be happy to go ahead and do that. I have experience in my belt that can certainly help you with what you need. And after stating everything that you're saying, you go with one line. So how do you think we can go ahead and proceed with this? Okay? That's a question. How do you think we can go ahead and proceed with this? You can deliver it in two different ways. Okay? One, which solicits a positive result or positive feedback from the receiver. So, hey, how can we go ahead and proceed with this? Are you ready to get started? Right? It could generate positivity on the receiver. Right? If you say the same exact line I did, and it goes something like, so, how do you think we can go ahead and proceed with this? Right? It could come off strong, and it could come off really intimidating. So the chances are the receiver will think twice and ask himself, okay, I think I'm not sold yet. Maybe I should probably take time to decide, instead of stating it in a more jolly and happy way. Okay? So it could solicit a positive feedback to the person that you're communicating it to. Okay? And then, guys, there are tons and tons of examples here, but there's only one thing. Your words, they are really powerful. It could change a life. Okay? If you're somewhat influential and you say stuff online or, even through different medium or channels, maybe like this podcast show, people will be influenced by how you say things, right? And of course, as someone, if you're a good person, right, you're not wishing for someone to go, let's say, accept what you're trying to tell. I mean, in a negative way. It has to be positive all the time, right? Because you want to influence people to become a better person, to become, a better business owner or a better freelancer. Whatever it is that your intention is, it has to be on a positive note. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful with how you position your words. Now, I'm going to go deep into that. I'm going to provide you more, stuff about the power of words and how it should resonate you as a business owner, as a freelancer, or, applicable, of course, in your life in general, and whatever venture you're in, okay? But for now, let's try and hear a very quick word from our sponsor.
As they say, food takes people to places. So during these crazy times, one can take his taste buds on a trip to Western Visayas by trying out one of its specialties. If you've ever been to Negros Occidental, you may have already tried its famous comfort food, Kansi. It's a dish made with slow-cooked beef shanks in deep sour broth soup. Bacolod City is particularly famous for Kansi. It's an iconic Ilonggo dish that is now available in Cebu. Good news for Cebuanos. You can now indulge with a bowl or two of Kansi in Cebu. Introducing Cole's Kansi. Located in the heart of Cebu. Open to serve you daily. To order, visit and message them on Facebook. Satisfy your craving and relieve that stress away. Cole's Kansi, an iconic Ilonggo dish that is now available in Cebu.
I'm always flexing.
Alright guys, welcome back to the show. This is Nothing But Up, the podcast, episode number 29. And yeah guys, the power of words, that's what we're talking right now. And I'm gonna tell you, a few different ways on how to use your words, how to use it effectively, and how you'd be able to maximize its power, okay? Because again, as what I mentioned earlier, regardless of whatever situation you're in, or whether how you would apply it, it should resonate to you, okay? It should, because it could really impact your life and the people or the person listening to you, right? So, you see, our thoughts also impact what we manifest in our lives, okay? Think of it this way. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but if you are familiar with the law of attraction, apart from, the mindset, the power of words and affirmation also comes in. All right? It is our words that provide a bold, affirmation of our innermost thoughts. They are a, confirmation to the world of how we see others, our lives, ourselves. It is this powerful affirmation that our words provide, which enables our thoughts to manifest into reality. And that is what, the law of attraction is. Okay? So, why do we choose to misuse our most powerful asset? Right? It's a question that I really can't, understand. Why are some people doing that? Especially if you are a celebrity, if you are a person with influence. I'm not really quite sure why you're doing that, because it's totally killing it. You know what I'm saying? So here are some of the words or ways and how you'd be able to maximize and properly use the power of words. Number one, you need to choose your words wisely. Okay, because as society we have become conditioned to talk about our misfortunes, our problems, and we somehow take our interpretations of events, people, and ourselves and communicate them to the world, bringing them into existence. So by that admission alone, when we moan or complain about lives to others, we are putting those negative words out there to become a reality, right? When you say something out loud enough times, your words become the truth. Not only in your own mind, but in the minds of everyone saying them to. People around you, right? Now, if this is really so, then try to ask yourself, do you really want to tell yourself and everybody that you know that you are, let's say, unlucky in love, you are unsuccessful, you are miserable? Believe it or not, if you say you're bored, that's a negative thing. Or whatever else you have been complaining about. Right? Especially now that you know that, that it is these exact words that are creating the life that you live. right? So begin to choose the words that you speak consciously, okay? Practice that. Practice improved self-awareness over, the words that you use to describe yourself or even your life, okay? Because, negative, powerless words, like such as example for the word can't, shouldn't, probably need, won't, should all be avoided, guys, right? Because they strip you of your ability to manifest a life that you want to live and you want to fulfill, okay? And you see, for example, if you would usually say something such as, I am unhealthy, I am overweight, right? Then why don't you turn that into a positive thing, right? Turn it into a more positive and constructive statement. It could be something like, I am in the process of becoming healthier, right? And every day I get closer and closer to my ideal weight. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge difference there. And how you relay that to the other person means so much, right? You're not passing negativity towards the person you're talking to. So, you see, your words are the paint with which you paint your reality. Okay? So guys, choose those words wisely and positively. All right? So that you'd be able to create a reality that is positive for you, that is good for you, and most of all, the people around you. Okay? Guys, law of attraction. Okay? The second one I'm about to tell you, for me, is possibly the best one. Okay? The statement, I am what I am. Okay? Affirm who you are. Affirm your dreams. Affirm your hopes. Affirm your success. With the two of the most powerful words that a person can even utter or speak. What are those words? Guess what? It is, I am. I am. Right? Those two small but incredibly powerful words should be considered the most precious words that you have to have in your entire vocabulary. Right? Maybe it could be in Bisaya, maybe it could be in Ilonggo, Chabacano, right? Pampangueño, those words, I am. Right? In local terms, from where I'm at, ako. Right? How we end the sentence, I am, will define or defines who we are to ourselves and to everybody around us. Okay? So when you say, I am fat, I am lazy, I am shy, I am afraid, I am an asshole, I am a dick. Those words, guys, I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you reverse it to something positive, I am beautiful, right? I am handsome, I am confident, I am successful, I am happy, right? This is the exact truth that you are creating for yourself. It doesn't even matter if there is any truth in the words that you're saying, even if you're faking it or you're just merely in the thought process of just saying it. Right? But what matters is how you finish those two-letter words is how you define your reality. Okay? So, you mean, why not choose a higher expression for yourself? Right? Remind yourself of what you are and what you wish to be. Right? By starting each morning, again, this is my thought process, you start your day with a positive affirmation, beginning with those magical words. Right? Every time I wake up, guys, I'm going to tell you, right? When I wake up, I take a moment of my time before I go up, probably about 5-10 minutes. I lay in my bed. And in my mind, I always say to myself, because I know I'm very busy, right? I'm going to be having a crazy day when I wake up. What I always say to myself, I'm going to crash it today. I'm going to make it today. I'm going to make my clients happy today. I'm going to be having a great day today, right? Always put that in your mind when you wake up, okay? And one of the tricks I also do is that when I wake up, I always try to make a positive mindset every time. And trust me, guys, it's going to make a huge impact. That very minor thing you do could literally influence how you'd be able to tackle your day and how you'd be able to start and end it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And lastly, guys, and this one, I don't know if you're hearing me, but you have to always speak from your heart. Mean what you say. Okay? Because you see, when we complain about, let's say, about your life, right? Speak anxiously or use hateful words, we usually do we usually do so from a place of fear. Right? It all really goes down to fear because you're becoming so defensive. Okay? So, the very first step that you need to take in order to conquer and overcome is to practice better self-awareness over the words that you are saying. Okay? So next time, when you try and open your mouth to complain or put yourself or others down, try to ask yourself, why am I about to say this? How is this going to serve me? Or even for my happiness? So those two questions, ask yourself those two important questions, and you will know, no doubt, guys, you would be able to discover that in fact, you are definitely speaking out of fear. All right? Not just out of fear, but it could be out of, I don't know how to phrase this, but it could be, you're somewhat insecure to yourself. And that's not a good thing. That's not even a good thought process to even process in your mind. You know what I mean? And this is the fear that you are not good enough, right? Fear that you are in the wrong relationship. You are in the wrong career. You are in the wrong niche. You are in the wrong place, right? Those stuff. Most importantly of all, you will realize that by voicing these fears, you will be doing nothing for your happiness. It's going to eat you. Okay? Your words can only make you feel worse, manifesting these fears that you're feeling into your life in such a great intensity. So you don't want to do that. Okay? You need to influence yourself to always say positive things, not just for yourself, but for the people around you, okay? So choose your words, guys, bravely, okay? Consciously and lovingly, okay? Always speak from a place of love, okay? For yourself, for your life, and for others, right? Your words equal your world. So, you have to use it wisely. Okay? Use it wisely. Use it for your advantage. Use it to benefit you and benefit others. Okay? So, let's go ahead and, totally eliminate those negative thoughts, guys. And again, law of attraction, it boils down to that. Okay? And I think it really made a huge impact in me. Because, remember, if you followed me closely, guys, I've been such a very negative person. And the only person that made a difference and, literally changed my mindset was Macy. She was there with me all throughout, with all the craziness I've been through. I was so honest to her, and she helped me how to overcome that. It's one of the practices we do. right? We always make sure that we always think about positive thoughts, right? So we balance each other, actually, and I'm really loving it. So it's something that you need to practice, guys, okay? Your words really matter, and you need to make sure that what you're saying could always end up resulting in positive results. And again, law of attraction, and you are great. Remember that. You are awesome, right? You can make a difference in this world, right? If a fucked up guy like me was able to make it, so can you, right? If you're in such a pretty bad situation right now, it's just temporary, okay? Switch your mindset, okay? Think positive and surround yourself with positive people, okay? Use powerful positive words and affirm yourself every day. And when you begin to do that, believe me, tables will turn around for you. Cool? All right, guys, once again, it's a wrap. It's been a good episode for you. I hope you're getting something out of it. And guys, if you haven't subscribed yet to our podcast, it's never too late, guys, right? You can always follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and if you're somewhat visual, you can also check me out on my YouTube channel, okay? I would really appreciate that. And for everybody that's using an iPhone, whatever it is, if you're on an iPhone, check out Apple Podcast, type in Nothing But Up the Podcast, and I would really appreciate it if you can drop a rating and a comment from me, okay? When you do, please email me or message me on my social media channels so that I'd be able to give out a free t-shirt or free merchandise coming from Nothing But Up the Podcast, okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing those in a few days. Once again, this is Jameer Angelo, your host for Nothing But Up the Podcast. And guess what? I'll see you on our next episode. Peace, y'all.
I'm always flexing.
Thanks for tuning in. Download this episode and pass on the news. Hit like and subscribe. Watch out for our next episode coming out next.